Hello my friends and Merry Christmas. I know you've been excited for this video because you've been waiting all December for me to announce the winner of the Bosch mixer giveaway, and I will do that at the end of this video, so stick around. I'm coming at you on Christmas morning. The hustle and bustle is over. They have done the stockings, they have done the presents. I could not record this video because I could not tell you what I got my kids for Christmas until they actually saw it themselves. I did not want to spoil anything for any of my kids, so it was kept on lockdown the whole time. And yes, I am in a new merch shirt. It's not out yet. I'm still testing sizing and font, but if you like it, look for it in the next week or so, and it should be available down below. And also, look, my Christmas jammies. They're the peanuts. Aren't they hilarious? They're just from Walmart, so if you go tomorrow, those should be 50% off. So this video is mostly all about what I got my kids for Christmas and why we decided not to buy them like presents. I have been thinking for the last, I would say 6 months about what I wanted to get my kids and how I don't want stuff anymore. Like obviously there's things that you need and you gotta eat food, you gotta buy that. They grow out of clothes, they need new clothes. I get it, like there's some things that you need. Most of my kids, maybe except for Ryan, are kind of mostly out of the toy stage. And while I'm not full on minimalist lifestyle, I am enjoying purging what I have. If you've seen my earlier videos, you know I've been selling excess things on the Facebook Marketplace and getting some cash, cleaning out just the stuff that's sitting there that I don't need. My sister and I went through my food storage room and I gave her 4 boxes of food that she can use and I don't need. So that was 4 more boxes I was able to clean out of my house, and I'm getting a lot of satisfaction from getting rid of everything. So that leads me back into Christmas. What do I get my kids? Less inclined to get them stuff and more inclined to give them experiences, memories. Dave and I were discussing it and I started looking up like trips. Is there a trip? I was thinking maybe next year, 2020, some kind of trip. We forego Christmas and the presents and we take a trip as a family instead. I've been thinking about that quite a bit. Is there something we could do? And honestly, I hadn't gotten my kids anything when we went on the DR trip at the beginning of November. I have a couple videos on that if you're interested. And I got back and then it was Thanksgiving and then Vlogmas started. And in the few days leading up to Vlogmas, I'm sitting here like, wow, I haven't gotten my kids anything for Christmas yet. I'm stumped. Like what can I get them that's cool, but not going to clutter my house? And the perfect opportunity arose. Dave's sister reached out to us and mentioned a trip that they were taking and that we were invited if we want to go. Dave and I discussed it heavily. This is about the middle of November. We were looking at prices. Should it just be me and him? Who's gonna watch the kids? We just already did this big long trip. What if we only took the older 2 kids? Who's gonna watch the little 2 kids? They're gonna miss school. Can we make it work? What is the price gonna be? And so we like kind of wavered back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. On Black Friday, there was a big sale on this trip, which I'll tell you about in a second, which made it so we could take all 4 kids for the price of only taking 2 of the kids. And so we were like, should we do it? Should we not do it? Should we just go for it? And we decided that we were just gonna suck it up and do it. That became my kids' Christmas present, was this trip. What's most exciting about the trip is they get to do the trip with 2 sets of aunts and uncles, 10 of their cousins and their grandma and grandpa. I've never done a trip like that with my extended family, like cousins and aunts and uncles in this magnitude ever, and neither has Dave. With Haley like graduating in just a few short years and leaving, we feel our time with our children shrinking, getting smaller, and we were really excited to be able to give them this experience of doing something with all of their cousins and aunts and uncles and their siblings and their parents that they'll probably remember the rest of their life. Hopefully, like all of our kids are old enough that they won't forget something like this. So the only thing we got our kids for Christmas this year was a really big family trip, and obviously they had some stocking items. I'm gonna put a little bit of footage right here of like Christmas laid out, what it looked like when, you know, on Christmas morning, kind of what the stockings looked like. The big items that you see in these shots are from my mom and my stepdad that just passed. The blankets that are all laid out, each of my kids got 2 blankets that belonged to my stepdad. For those that don't know, he passed this summer from cancer. He was not that old. Anyway, my mom made these really pretty tags to go on the blankets. Let me find one, I'll show it to you. So each of the kids could remember him. I'll show you the tag. So each of the kids has 2 of these blankets. They have one in this striped one and one that kind of looks like that. Under the window, there are 4 pieces of luggage. And my mom had decided way before we decided to do this trip that all of my kids deserved like a really nice piece of luggage that they could have their whole life, like take it with them when they go to college, when they move out. So all the luggage that my kids got is something that my mom had decided to buy the kids anyway, before we ever decided on the trip. It just conveniently worked out that we decided to go on the trip and told the kids on the same day that their grandmother gave them all a really nice piece of luggage, which is fantastic because Dave and I have never had super nice luggage. Like even now, I'm actually a little jealous of the really nice luggage. So what is the trip? What are we doing? We are going on a 7-day Caribbean cruise. And if you guys have more questions about the cruise itself, I would love to answer that in a future video. But for now, just know that we are taking our whole family on a cruise in lieu of Christmas presents this year. So Dave and I didn't get each other anything. We didn't get the kids anything else other than the stocking stuff. It's just the trip. And knowing that I was probably gonna do something like this, I normally sign my kids up for ski school that runs through January and February, and I didn't even do that this year. I was like, we're doing this big thing, we're gonna pull back on some other stuff. The big reason why we decided to go ahead and do it, other than the fact that we were able to coordinate all of the people at the same time, which is rare, is the deal that was going on Black Friday. And I've seen it a couple of other times. So basically, here's what it is. Pay for one person, you get the second person for 60% off, and kids sail free. Me and Dave were full price. Haley and Andrew, because they're not kids, they're over 12, are counted as adults. They were 60% off the full price cost, and Tyler and Ryan sailed for free. So I have 2 connecting rooms, one that sleeps 2 for me and Dave, and the other one that connects on an interior door sleeps 4 for the 4 kids. Another area that we are saving money on the cruise is on the excursions. We have 3 ports and we are going to be doing an excursion for each one of them. The only one that we have booked so far is a water park zip line thing in Mexico. So that was actually one of the things that the kids opened. And we booked that when it was 25% off. So once you book your cruise, you can sign on to the cruise planner and you can do your onboard activities, a meal plan for the fancy restaurants, internet package, the excursion. You know, they're a regular price, or they'll be 10% off, or they'll be 25% off. The prices change all the time. So once you've booked, if you log on every week or every couple days, you'll see prices fluctuate quite a bit. And if you have booked and the price drops, just call them and they'll refund you the difference. It's not a big deal. Big one that we were able to save money on was the flights to and from the port, basically. If you've seen my credit card churning videos, I've done a couple of those before, you know that I do churn rewards credit cards for miles for travel. Dave and I just did the Dominican Republic trip and paid nothing for flights because of this. So I have kind of been saving some different cards at the moment. And there are 6 of us flying out of Salt Lake City, which is notorious for not having good prices on flights anywhere. So I was able to redeem my credit card miles and get the flights for free. It was a huge savings because otherwise it would have been $1,800 to $2,000 to do these flights. The last thing that I have done so far in saving money for the cruise is we had to fly in the day before the cruise ship left, which means we had to stay at a hotel. And because I like to book all of my hotels through hotels.com, I had earned a free night. So I logged in, I found a hotel that was close to the airport that will shuttle us there and back, no sweat. Redeemed my free night for a suite for 6 people. So they know I have 6 people coming. We have 2 queen beds and a pull-out couch that will sleep another 2. We get free breakfast, free shuttle from the airport there and back. I did not have to pay anything for that because I was able to use hotels.com, which I really enjoy their website. Tons and tons of hotels. No, this is not sponsored. It's just something that I like to use. And you get to earn a free night every once in a while, which is really fun. That's our big Christmas present for the kids. I will say one really funny part about this was Ryan. So they're like, Ryan, I was like, how are you feeling? And he's like, I'm really excited. And I was like, hey, do you know what a cruise is? And he's like, no. Ryan had no idea what we were talking about. It was hilarious. So we pulled up like the boat we're gonna be on. So we saw a video of that. We did a video of the water park excursion we're doing and showed that to the kids. And so now I think he kind of gets it, but he was like, I'm so excited about the cruise. And I'm like, so do you know what a cruise is? No, I don't. Oh man, that was funny. Okay, if you've made it to this part of the video, this is where we are announcing the Bosch mixer giveaway. So here's what's gonna happen. I'm going to announce the winner right now. This person, you need to email me at the email address listed in the first comment below. The winner for the Bosch mixer giveaway is Beth Hackett. You are the winner of the Bosch mixer. And Beth, love the buffalo plaid blanket, which I agree, I love it also. Okay, Beth, email me at swimmerturntriathlete@gmail.com. It will be down below for you. Thank you everybody who entered the giveaway. I had over 1,100 comments, which is amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed Vlogmas. I will say it was a challenge. I started off strong and towards the end, it really kind of kicked my butt. It was fun coming up with new content for you. I hope you had a great time. If you have not subscribed yet, I would recommend you do so. I have some good content coming up that I think you are going to enjoy in the new year. If you want to see a video that YouTube thinks that you might like, go ahead and click over here. Thanks for joining me in Vlogmas 2019. Merry, Merry Christmas from my family to yours, and I will see you in the next video.